Okay. All right. I mean, look, it's really patriotic. I mean, it's really regional pride to put Mad Lions first, but I would say that Sneaky is even more patriotic, putting TL second in this group. What's up, everyone, and welcome back. I'm here with Sneaky and Jankos, and this is Pick'em, the show where we break down worlds and debate our picks. Today, we're comparing our group picks, starting with Group A. Okay. All right. Okay. So the first thing I see is that Cloud9's on Sneaky's third square, which means that he's on some NA Hopium. So I would love to hear how Cloud9, after losing to UOL and Dead Nation Focus Me, ended up third in your predictions here, Sneaky.
I feel like a lot of times if you pick two, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you pick two standard, then yeah, you'll never get them all right. Like, every year there's always some weird upsets. I mean, this is even like a crazy upset because, like, Rogue. Yeah, well,
they were a solid third best team. Like, the difference between the third and fourth best team in EU is huge. No, so, you know,
I think actually Rogue was the fourth best team in Europe.
Oh, really?
A little bit like in the bracket. I don't know who was the fourth team, but I'm sure those guys would beat Rogue anyway.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to see, and I'm definitely gonna tune in for the Rogue versus Cloud9.
All right, and we are moving it on to Group B. Once again, I have the same picks as Jankos. I swear we didn't do these together, by the way. Like, we had to submit ours separately. So I have the same picks.
Like, Sneaky, you're from a name, by the way. Like, what is that, by the way?
I don't know what that Dead Nation Focus Me is. That is just, you're a traitor, man. What is this, Sneaky?
Dude, I don't know. You saw them play, right? They actually won some games. They didn't actually look bad.
Come on. I mean, let's be real. Have we ever seen an NA first seed coming into Worlds drop the ball and get fourth in groups and go like 0-6 or something? Like, this seems pretty unlikely.
Yeah, never heard of that before.
I don't know. What do you think, Jankos? You think that Dead Nation Focus Me is going to take out 100 Thieves?
I don't really care that much about, well, both 100 Thieves and the Dead Nation Focus Me, but just going the very, very safe route. I think 100 Thieves, as the team from a major region and as a team who is representing the region on their highest level, at least pre-Worlds, I think they should take it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I know
like
closer
that assumption.
I'm with you, Jankos. I don't think that Dead Nation Focus Me should be able to beat 100 Thieves, especially even the way they won. They beat Cloud9. They lost to Cloud9 the first time they played. They beat him in the tiebreak, but the way that they beat him felt like Cloud9 was just having a terrible performance. I mean, the Vulcan Amumu just wasn't it that game. They engaged right before Dragon. It hurts. I know that, you know, in a team like you playing Jankos, you would just be yelling at Mickey, "What are you doing, man? How are you engaging 30 seconds before Soul in the middle of mid lane? Like, we have vision."
In the middle of the team fight, you just don't talk. You just take it quiet. You just like, when an engage like that happens, what happens is no one is saying anything for 5 seconds. Then you know someone messed up. Like, if someone goes in and then he dies, and then the whole like Discord or the whole team voice is quiet, and then someone says,
"I'm dead.
Guys, it's fine. We can get them." Like, "Oh yeah, I'm dead." Or, "It's fine, guys. We can just you know just farm it out." It's lost.
It's completely lost. All right, let's move on to Group C. Okay, so our Group C, Jankos.
Wow.
Okay, we're
Damn.
Sneaky. How are you feeling on PSG after the Beyond Gaming exit?
Makes it a lot different in terms of their strengths. You know, MSI, like, they looked really good, and then now it's like, okay, like I really don't think their MSI performance actually reflects how good they were. And yeah, I think RNG should be the best in this group. Fnatic being a close second.
Yeah, do you have anything you want to add on your predictions for Group C?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, I just feel like, yeah, RNG is the clear favorite, right? I feel like the top side is just stronger than anyone else's. And, well, maybe if Adam pulls out the Darius or some other crazy top lane pick, maybe they can, like, take a game or something. But, yeah, I think RNG the clear favorites.
All right, let's move on to Group D. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, no, that's nice, though. All of us have Mad Lions as the first seed. I like that. I like to see that. We still have some trust in Europe, even though one of the best teams in the world couldn't make it to Worlds this time.
G2 East win MSI 2019!
Being, G2 Esports, of course, but...
TSM, yeah, they weren't able to make it. Sucks.
But we still have Mad Lions there.
I really hate watching Genji play personally. Like, they're just super boring to me. But I have this feeling that they're going to show up and get out of this group. Yankos, fill me in, man. Tell me about why LNG is
I think Malians will take it. I think LNG will be the second team. I think Gen G is just, kind of same as Rogue and probably not much better either. So I cannot put them up there. And then, well, Team Liquid is... I don't know how they even got... They do probably deserve to be there, and they have to like prove themselves there and everything. But I actually think they are, again, the worst team from NA, and it's NA. You know, it's minor region, even though it's a major region. It's kind of minor region. So,
come on, man. Jesus. Okay. All right. I mean, look, it's really patriotic. I mean, it's really regional pride to put Mad Lions first, but I would say that Sneaky is even more patriotic, putting TL second in this group. Next up, let's look at the top 10 teams the fans have picked for their crystal ball. Man, these fans, they just don't watch LPL. I'm just going to say it right now. These fans do not watch LPL. Are you kidding me? They have T1 at 22.2% and FPX only at 10.2. Less than half the percentage of chance to win Worlds as T1. I don't believe it. What do you guys think?
I mean, people just pick their favorites, right? They are fans, so they pick their favorites, and this is what happens, and it's just wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Look, Mad Lions over Fnatic. Like, I'm going to make a rule that if K-Corp fans want to vote in the Crystal Brawl predictions, they have to be in esports for at least like 2 or 3 years. Because Fnatic being in over Mad Lions, I mean, we saw the final. Even the game that Mad Lions lost to Fnatic wasn't actually supposed to be. It didn't even feel like a loss. They were down 10k gold at like 10 minutes into the game, 12 minutes into the game, 15 minutes, whatever it was. And then somehow Mad Lions came back and almost ended up winning that game. So, man, this is some crazy Korean bias. People need to watch some LPL. Is there anything specifically that sticks out to you, Sneaky? Like anything egregious here?
I mean, I feel like T1 stealing a very high percent. Like, they should be up there, but I feel like it should be way closer with the, I don't know, top 4, I guess. Like, Gen G is crazy.
Gen G is so insane, because the thing about Gen G is that team feels like they never will win anything. Like, they just don't have the heart to ever come back and win like a tight series. And I feel like teams that we've seen be great, you know, like in Europe, we always saw G2 had that. We always saw the same thing from Dom1, that they can always come back in tough series. And if it goes like a game 4, they're down a game, they'll be able to pull it out and get you to that game 5. I feel like Gen G just doesn't have that quality. They don't have that champion quality that some other teams have. Okay, so final question of the day to close out the show. We have the question: what would be the most hype grand finals matchup for you, and why?
It would be something like Mad Lions against either Damwon or FPX. I think I would go with FPX just because I think FPX is the better team right now, and I also put them first in the group. And I think that's because, well, first of all, we couldn't really beat FPX and we couldn't really beat Damwon as G2, you know, and I'm really hoping that Mad Lions can change that. I'm really also hoping that since Worlds are in Europe, Iceland, I'm praying for like a European team in the final. I think that will, well, there is no audience live, but I think that'll bring a lot of fans from Europe, you know, cheering for Mad Lions and showing that Europe is still a strong region. Yeah, I think that would be pretty banger to watch. So I would just put Mad Lions FPX just because I'm a European fanboy, and I don't want to make it too boring with, you know, the Damwon and FPX. Wait, I just said Damwon. I mean, I would put it Mad Lions against FPX, just because I don't want to make it too boring with Damwon FPX.
All right, Sneaky, what's your most hype grand finals?
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar to Jankos. Just Damwon FPX, I think. I mean, it'd be crazy too, because it'd be similar to like 2018, where IG and Fnatic were in the same group, and then they end up in the finals versus each other. Yep. I feel like that's actually an insane story. Like both teams just smashing everyone else, and they accidentally ended up in the same group to start. I don't really see anything else, because I feel like a lot of it's based on like the actual bracket draw after groups finish. For sure. To see like, you know, who ends up what side.
All right, I got one that I want to put to you guys. This is my most hype grand finals. I would want to see FPX playing against T1. So you get Doonby versus Faker. Like, Faker, obviously the greatest player of all time in League of Legends. Not the best player in the world right now, but somebody who has that legacy. And Doonby, another player that's become extremely popular, one of the most popular players we have in our game. Somebody who is pretty far away from that level of legacy that Faker has, but somebody that can maybe one day build it. He's starting to have that kind of like air about him where everyone really respects who he is. Everyone's looking to him. People think that he's the best player right now. And he's had such like a tumultuous career, or such a slow start to his career, where it makes people really want to cheer for him. I just think that Doinb versus Faker in the finals could be a super hype matchup. What do you guys think about that potential one?
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, I think you made it sound quite nice, but I'm kind of on the European hype train still, so I cannot give it to SKT2, I just can't.
All right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's a dream hype scenario. It's not necessarily the most probable.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing is that, like, I did also put EDG as the first seed in Group B, so SKT would have to face, you know,
like a Mad Lions
FPX
or something.
early, you know, like we can still get SKT versus FPX. But it might actually be the quarterfinals already. So I think that the game would still be super hype. I just don't see. I mean, I think it's unlikely that both teams would make it all the way to the final.
Definitely unlikely. Definitely unlikely. Would just be for hype. That's all from us for now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more Worlds action and hit up LoLesports.com to show us how you pick them. See you all again for the knockout stage.